Fui a un show lleno de millonarios con carros de lujo en Estados Unidos y no pude desaprovechar la oportunidad de simplemente hablar con ellos, preguntarles cómo lo hicieron, cuánto ganan y también pedirles algunos consejos para personas que quieren emprender y tener su propio negocio. What's your name, bro? Christina, what do you do for a living to be able to afford this car?
I own a bunch of hormone clinics, underground strength and wellness.
Okay.
So started off with IT companies, got rid of those, moved into the hormone industry. Just took off peptides, IV hydration, weight loss.
A couple different things. I buy and sell cars. I have my dealer's license. Also manufacture supplements. Those are my two main sources of income.
Okay.
But, I do multiple things in investing. I bought into restaurants and investing with my friend's company. So just it's wild, not one thing. Many different things. Yeah.
What do you do for a living to be able to afford a car like this?
I have a cleaning company.
Cleaning company.
Yeah.
So I own a home healthcare company.
I have a chauffeuring business.
I do a lot of things. I run a movie company, GNR Films. I have international hunting and fishing companies, restaurants, several other things.
Okay. I mean, we met right before this. You said that you were running a business in Costa Rica.
Yes, we used to have a fishing company in Costa Rica down in Puerto Jimenez. We had that for about 25 years. That went along with all the rest of the hunting companies that we had in Africa, South Georgia.
Okay. That's perfect because I'm from there.
Yeah.
And how's that Spanish going?
It's been about 5-6 years since I've used any Spanish at all.
Okay.
So, un poquito español, señor.
Okay.
Yo entiendo un poquito español.
Okay. Is this your first support car though?
No. I'm 37. I bought my first exotic car, an R8, 6 years ago.
Okay.
I'm a Ferrari guy. I've had a bunch of Ferraris, but this is by far my favorite one I've had so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had an AMG before this, Mercedes C450, 2016.
Okay.
So that's as close as supercars I had gotten.
And also, by the way, this is my wife's car. I have a McLaren 720S,
Okay.
An Aston Martin Vantage, and then we also have this i8 over here as well.
No, I own several. I got a twin turbo R8, Aston Martin DB11 AMR edition, Huracan.
Is this like your baby, like your favorite?
Yeah,
one?
this one's new. She turned 7 weeks on Saturday. Just absolute visceral driving experience. I've never driven anything like this in my entire life. Just clean, naturally aspirated. Engine's in the right place. It's not like the 3RS.
Perfect.
It's not up
Okay.
front. I like the 3RS's look a little bit better, but the engine's in the right place. You got it nice in the rear.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, cool. Is this your first supercar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I bet you've been enjoying it, huh?
I mean, yeah, but this McLarens have so many electrical problems. Like, it's just a joy when this thing can actually start. But,
Okay. Is it cool if I ask you what's the most amount of money that you've made in a single year?
7 million.
I prefer not to say, but I'll just say this: our business is a 7-figure business, so
Okay.
we do pretty well there. I prefer not to say what I personally make, but
Yeah, that's
we have fun
awesome.
cars, a couple properties,
Of course.
we do well. Yeah.
Awesome.
North of 7 figures.
7 figures?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Awesome.
220,000.
25?
220.
220? Okay, awesome. As the last question, maybe too personal, but what's the most amount of money that you've made in a single year?
In 1 year?
Yeah,
I would say around 27 million.
27 million. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Perfect. What's like the number one advice that you would give to a teenager or a college student that maybe want to get something like this in life?
This is my favorite question.
So what I would say is, I guess, find out what you like doing or find out what you want to do and do it for yourself, right? There's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 or having a job, especially if it's in a field that you enjoy, because you need to gain that experience. You want to gain that experience that you need in order to actually run that, job, shop, trade, whatever it is that you're actually doing yourself, right?
Yeah.
So again, let's say you're working at a detailing shop, right? It's fine being an employee. Learn the trade, learn the business aspect of it, and then do it yourself. That you make your money when you actually own the businesses and start, really, again, putting yourself as your own boss, right? So, yeah, learn what you need to learn, do it yourself, and prosper.
It's okay to start and not, excel as fast as you want to.
Okay.
Just keep going and use law of attraction.
I'm going to steal this from Denzel Washington. I tell people this constantly. Fail big.
Okay.
People are too scared to take that chance on themselves. They think that working for a 9-to-5 employer is going to, always provide security for them, rewards, benefits. You only have to succeed once. You could fail a million times, but you have to put everything in, go all in on yourself. So fail big. That's my biggest advice I can give to anybody.
Awesome.
Nobody makes it on the first try. Well, 99% of people will make it on the first try.
Yeah.
But when you finally make it on the 8th, 9th, 10th try, you always look back and you're like, I wish I would have done this earlier.
Right, exactly. Then right.
Yeah, take that chance that nobody else will want you to do.
What's like the number one advice that you would give like to a teenager or a college student that maybe they're not sure about school and
Network. Yeah, I mean, I'm a dropout. I've fucked my whole life up, and I've still made it. It's who you know, who you put yourself around, the position you put yourself in, because life's all about opportunities. So you got to put yourself in a position to take advantage of those opportunities.
Okay.
Your network is your net worth. So just network with people doing better than you. You always want to be the little man in the room.
Right.
You learn from someone, grow from someone. Like even in the car group, when I bought my first supercar, I've grown the most in the last 4 or 5 years in my whole life from the people I'm around, because they're all successful. So it's just network. You know what I mean? Like I said, I dropped out of school and I still made it. So
okay.
It's just work hard. Obviously, you got to be ambitious and disciplined, but it's who you know. Coupled with being a good person and extra stuff, but just who you know.
If you don't know if you want to go, don't go. Take your time and don't get caught up in like trying to just get through school or doing all these other things. Just do what you want, make a plan, and stick to it.
I have done every job there is. I have dug ditches. I have worked in nursing homes and wiped someone else's grandmother's butt. Okay? Never turn down a job. The job is not what's going to get you this car.
Yeah.
You're going to meet somebody at that job who's going to get you another job and another job. That's what gets you here. Networking with people is the only thing that's going to get you there. The job will never do that. So never ever turn down a job. Never meet a stranger. Talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. I'll talk to you. Don't care. And that's the only way that you're going to do this.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate
My
that.
pleasure.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. That's perfect. That was it, man. Thanks. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Awesome. Cool. Perfect. Appreciate that. Okay.
No problem. Thank you.
Anytime. Have a good day, brother.
You too.